7th class mathematics semester 1 simple equations. An equation is an expression which contains an equality symbol. Equality symbol means this is two horizontal lines. This is read as equal to or is equal to or is equal to. An expression which contains this symbol is called an equation. But not only that, it must contain an unknown quantity also or a variable. For example, 2x plus 10 is equal to 50. This is an equation. It contains an equality symbol, but there is an unknown quantity x. X is a variable or unknown quantity. This is known as equation. The right hand side for equation equality sign, the right hand sign is called right hand side RHS, and the left hand side, this is called left hand side LHS. Generally, the left hand side contains a variable, but not always. Sometimes it may contain a variable in right hand side also. For example, 2x plus 7 is equal to 3x minus 2, like this also. This is also an equation containing x, a variable. Minimum one variable should be there in an equation, and there may be more number of variables like 3x plus 5y is equal to 32, or 3x plus 5y is equal to 3z plus 5, etc. This is also a variable containing 3 variables. This is also an equation containing 3 variables. All this contains an equality symbol and at least one variable. So an equation is the expression which contains an equality symbol and at least minimum one variable. For example, these are all variables. Next, writing an equation from an expression, from a statement. Suppose I give a statement, that is a sentence regarding my age. My age is 10 years less than the age of my sister. My age is 10 years less than the age of my sister, but my sister is 50 years of age, 50 years old. Then what is my age? Let my age, we don't know our age, my age directly. I did not say you directly my age. So let my age be x. My age is 10 years less than my sister's age, and my sister's age is given as 50. 10 years less than that means 50 minus 10. My age is 10 years less than my sister's age. So this is an equation. That statement is my age is 10 years less than my sister's age and my sister is 50 years old. So according to that statement, we can write like this. So from this we can calculate, we can solve my age x, we can solve the unknown quantity x. So x is equal to 50 minus 10, that is equal to 40. My age is 40 years. So the sum of an unknown quantity, let the unknown quantity be x. The sum of unknown quantity and 11 is equal to 35. That is the sum of unknown quantity x plus 11. Sum of unknown quantity and 11, x plus 11 is equal to 35. So this is the equation and this is the expression and this is the equation. So if an equation is given, we can write the expression also. If the expression is given, we can write the equation. So in both of it, there is an unknown quantity, and by solving the equation, we can know the value of the unknown quantity. I will give you some more examples for equations. All these are some equations. They have an equality symbol and an unknown quantity. Therefore, these are simple equations, only one unknown quantity and equality symbol. In any equation means containing an expression, containing an equation symbol. So if there is an inequality symbol greater than or less than, then it will not be a equation. ఈక్వాలిటీ సింబల్ ఉంటేనే అది ఒక ఈక్వేషన్ అవుతుంది. ఈక్వాలిటీ సింబల్ బదులు వేరే సింబల్ లెస్ దాన్ అది గ్రేటర్ దాన్ అట్లా ఏదైనా ఉందనుకోండి, అప్పుడు అది ఈక్వేషన్ కాదు. ఒక ఈక్వేషన్లో ఈక్వాలిటీ సింబల్తో పాటు కనీసం ఒక అన్నోన్ క్వాంటిటీ ఉండాలి. అంటే ఎక్స్ లేదా వై లేదా పి డబ్ల్యూ ఏ ఆర్ ఏదైనా ఒకటి కనీసం ఉండాలి. ఒకటి కంటే ఎక్కువగా కూడా ఉండొచ్చు. ఇక్కడ మనం సింపుల్ ఈక్వేషన్స్ తీసుకుంటున్నాం కాబట్టి ఒక అన్నోన్ క్వాంటిటీ లేదా ఒక వేరియబుల్ ఉండే ఈక్వేషన్స్ తీసుకుంటాం. సో ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఒక వేరియబుల్ ఉండే సింపుల్ ఈక్వేషన్స్ అన్నమాట. సింపుల్ ఈక్వేషన్స్ ఇవి. సో 2x plus 5 is equal to 20, 11 minus 10 is x is equal to 35, 5 minus x into 2 is equal to 36. These are equations. So now we will write expressions for equations. So these are equations. Now we will write an expression for each of these equations. So here it is 2x plus 5 is equal to 20. X is an unknown quantity, we don't know. So the sum of 2 times an unknown quantity and 5 is equal to 20. The sum of this plus symbol denotes the sum of 2x and 5. Sum of 2x and 5 means sum of 2 times to an unknown quantity. X is an unknown quantity. 2 times to an unknown quantity and 5 is equal to 20. The sum of 2 times to an unknown quantity and 5 is equal to 20. That is the expression for this equation. Sometimes we can write the expression in a different way also. So sum of 5 and double the unknown quantity is equal to 20, or 20 is equal to the sum of 2 times to an unknown quantity and 5. Like that we can write different statements for any equation. Next, 10 times to an unknown quantity is subtracted from 11, it is equal to 35. That is the statement of that equation. For next equation, 2 times to an unknown quantity is subtracted from 5 is equal to 36. 2 times to the difference when unknown quantity is subtracted from 5 is equal to 36. That is the statement for this equation. Suppose 4x plus 5 is equal to 9. Then let x is equal to 1. Then 4 into 1 plus 5 is equal to 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. It is correct. But if x is equal to 2, then 4 into 2 plus 5 is equal to 8 plus 5 is equal to 13. It is not satisfying this equation. X is equal to 2 is not satisfying this equation. Therefore, there is only 1 or 2 values which satisfies the equation. Those values are called the solution or solutions of that equation. The value of the unknown quantity is called the solution of that equation. RHS is equal to 9 and LHS is equal to 4x plus 5. Left hand side, right hand side. In an equation, LHS is equal to RHS. An equation is a condition on a variable. An equation is a condition on variable. The condition is the two expressions should be equal. The two expressions should be equal. That is LHS. LHS is equal to LHS is equal to RHS. And at least one expression should contain a variable. So an equation can be defined like this. An equation is a condition on a variable. The condition is the two expressions should be equal. That is two sides, right hand LHS is equal to RHS, and at least one expression should contain a variable. So at least one side there must be a variable. Sometimes two sides also variables will be there. Write the equations for the following statements. Some statements are given. We have to write the equations for these statements. First one, the sum of 3 times x and 11 is 3. The sum of 3 times x and 11. 3 times x means 3 into x. The sum of 3 times x and 11. So sum of 3 times x and 11 is 32. So this is the equation for the first statement. Next, if you subtract 5 from 6, if you subtract 5 from 6 times a number, let this number be x. If you subtract 5 from 6 times a number, that number is x. 6 times that number is 6x. And if you subtract 5, we get 6 into x minus 5, you get 7. So this is equal to 7. So this is the equation for the second statement. Next, 1/4 of m is 3 more than 7. 1/4 of m means 1/4 of m is 3 more than 7 is equal to 3 more than 7. 7 plus 3. 3 more than 7. Therefore 7. 1/4 of m is 3 more than 7. That is the equation for the statement 3. Next, 1/3 of a number. Let the number be x. 1/3 of a number plus 5 is 8. 1/3 of a number. 1/3, 1 by 3 into x, 1 by 3x plus 5. Sum or plus 5 is equal to 8. Therefore 1/3 of a number plus 5 is 8, is equal to 8. So this is the equation for the fourth statement. Thus we can write equations if statements are given. Similarly, we can write the statements for equations. That we will see the next video.